David, Jane and Mary are beach inspectors. 3 beaches, Harlech, Rhyl and Porthcawl, are all to be inspected on a certain day. It is decided to share the work so that the inspectors will visit 1 beach each, choosing at random. List all the possible different ways they could share the work. 1 has been done for you. Right, so what you've got to do, you've got to think of what combinations could you have. Right, if we keep David in Harlech, that means there's another option. The other 2 could swap over. Because if David stays in Harlech, Jane and Mary could do the other one. So Jane then could do Porthcawl. And then Mary could do the other one, which is Rhyl. So that's 1 different combination. There's no other way you'd do it, David doing Harlech, because Jane and Mary can only do the other 2. So we've already eliminated David in Harlech. But now, David could still do Rhyl and David could do Porthcawl. So what I would do, I'd keep the Harlech similar. So what I would do now is try Jane in Harlech. So if I do Jane in Harlech, and she can do Harlech in 2 combinations. Because if Jane is doing Harlech, the other 2, David and Mary, could swap between Rhyl and Porthcawl. So David could do Rhyl. And if David does Rhyl, Mary would have to do Porthcawl. And vice versa, lucky Mary could do Rhyl. And David could be in Porthcawl. So there's another 2 options by keeping Jane in Harlech and swapping the other 2 round. But who haven't we put? There's 1 person we haven't put in Harlech, yeah? So there's 1 other person. So Mary, yeah. So Mary needs to go into Harlech. And there's 2 possible options with Mary going into Harlech. Because if she goes into Harlech, then the other 2 now, Jane and David, can swap between Rhyl and Porthcawl. So I could have Jane doing Porthcawl, whilst David does, I should have perhaps put Jane doing Rhyl, but they to keep it looking the same. So Jane doing Rhyl, and David doing Porthcawl. And then the other way round then, Jane doing Porthcawl, and David doing Rhyl. So that's all the 6 options, because there's 2 options with David doing Harlech and the other swapping round, 2 options with Jane doing Harlech and the other 2 swapping round, and 2 options with Mary doing Harlech and the other 2 swapping round. So that's all the options we could possibly have. What is the probability that 1 of the female inspectors visits Rhyl? So we got 6 combinations here, because we've got 6 different options. So it's going to be out to 6. What's the probability that 1 of them visits Rhyl? Right, the top line, Jane visits Rhyl. So there's 1. Mary visits Rhyl. So is Mary a female? We hope so. All right. Next one, David visiting Rhyl. Is he a female? I don't think so. Mary visiting Rhyl. Yep. Jane visiting Rhyl. Yep. David visiting Rhyl. No. All right. So the assumption I'm making now is Mary and Jane are the female inspectors. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 out of 6. But we can cancel that down. All right. So we can cancel it down by dividing top and bottom by 2. So if I half both of them, it becomes 2 out of 3. So the final answer for that one would be 2 out of 3.